When President William Ruto's regime took over, there was hope that the challenges facing the competency-based curriculum would finally be addressed.
We are investing in education because education is what sharpens our human capital, the most important asset that we have as a nation.
But has President William Ruto really delivered on his promise in the education sector? In his 2022 manifesto, the president promised to increase funding across all levels of education.
Ukiangalia CBC, mimi mwenyewe sielewi CBC. I don't know. Na nimeuliza walimu hawaelewi CBC. Mzazi haelewi CBC. Ministry haelewi CBC. Hata ukiona president haelewi, mbona ameweka task force waangalie mambo ya CBC.
In this video, we will explore the challenges facing the CBC curriculum in Kenya and how they affect the quality of education. Number 1. Untrained teachers. Across classrooms, thousands are expected to deliver a new system they never received proper training for. The result? Confused learners, inconsistent teaching, and parents questioning the very foundation of CBC. How can teachers nurture creativity and skills when they themselves are unsure of the methods? Every day this gap grows. CBC risks becoming a theory on paper rather than a transformation in practice. If the government doesn't urgently invest in training, the vision of CBC may collapse under the weight of its own ambition.
We have a situation where we have one teacher in a school teaching all subjects, Honorable Speaker. And some of these teachers were even not prepared to teach these subjects.
CBC was meant to improve learning, but the workload on learners is overwhelming. Children are forced to juggle too many learning areas, leaving them exhausted and confused. The syllabus, especially in mathematics and science, is far too heavy for their level. Instead of building creativity and skills, learners are struggling to complete endless assignments and projects. Quality learning is being lost in the rush to cover everything. Unless the workload is reduced, CBC risks producing stressed learners rather than empowered ones.
CBC is not equal. Rural learners are left behind. Learners in urban schools enjoy better facilities, trained teachers, and digital tools, while those in rural areas struggle with overcrowded classrooms, lack of resources, and poor infrastructure. This inequality means CBC benefits a few, while the majority are left behind. Unless the government bridges this gap, CBC will continue to deepen the divide between rural and urban learners.
The transition of CBC from primary to junior secondary has exposed deep cracks in Kenya's education system. Many schools were not prepared with enough classrooms, laboratories, or teachers for the new grades. Learners are crammed into overcrowded spaces, and some teachers struggle with subjects they were never trained to teach. Parents, on the other hand, face the heavy cost of requirements during this shift. Instead of smooth progression, the transition has created confusion, stress, and inequality. The quality of education is suffering as learners spend more time adjusting to gaps rather than gaining real skills. If these challenges are not fixed, CBC's promise of competency will remain just a theory. CBC was meant to transform education, but without urgent reforms, it risks failing our children. What do you think? Is CBC helping or harming learners? Share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more videos on Kenya's education system.